Cereal time, cereal time, cereal time, whoa.
What's up, cereal heads? Today we're going to talk about Mini Swirlz cereal. This cereal was released by Kellogg's back in 2005, but not really. It was actually kind of released 14 years prior to that in 1991. They just weren't called Mini Swirlz then. The original name of this cereal was Cinnamon Mini Buns, and they came out back in 1991. You can go watch my video of that cereal if you want to know more about it. But today we're just going to jump to 2005 when Kellogg's rebranded Cinnamon Mini Buns as Mini Swirlz. So Mini Swirlz came out in a cinnamon bun flavor in 2005. Here's a commercial for this cereal when it first came out. The slogan for it was "The taste that sends you spinning."
The spellbinding sensation spins onward as millions more surrender to the cinnamony swirling spell of new Kellogg's Mini Swirlz Cinnamon Bun Cereal. The taste of sweet whole grain cinnamon buns swirled tight into deliciously crunchy cereal-sized bites. A captivating part of this complete breakfast. New Kellogg's Mini Swirlz Cinnamon Bun Cereal. The taste that sends you spinning.
So here's a box for the cereal that I have from 2006. Now this is an empty box, so you won't be able to see what the cereal looked like, but if you really are dying to know, I'll give you a chance to see what it looked like at the end of this video. But first, let's examine this box a little more. Now obviously the first thing that jumps out at you on this box is the Xbox free mini game inside. Let's take a look at the back of the box for some more details. So here you go, they had one of 5 Xbox mini games inside these boxes. There was Space Blaster, Motorcycle Madness, Mystic Castle, Disco Mania, and Robo Blast. I don't actually remember these little mini games from mid-2000, but you can Google them and see pics or see videos of them in action. They were pretty small and you basically had to squint to see the little screens. When I think of mini games, I think of these things from my childhood. This is a Disney Tailspin mini game. Same technology, but the screens are much bigger and these things couldn't fit in a box of cereal. But I give Kellogg's credit for including prizes in their boxes in 2006. Now there's another blast from the past on this box, and it's on the side here. You can see they have some little games that seem to be sponsored by characters from Viva Pinata. I had actually never heard of Viva Pinata, so I had to look it up. Apparently it's an Xbox video game from 2006 that was also turned into an animated kids show. I was obviously too old for this to be on my radar in 2006, but I've watched some gameplay videos and clips from the cartoon, and no, it's definitely not something I would have been into, but I guess it's some cool nostalgia if you were a kid in the mid-2000s. Now later that same year, after Kellogg's had released the cinnamon bun flavor of Mini Swirlz, they released another variety of the cereal, Fudge Ripple. This was the same shaped little mini buns with the chocolatey flavor instead of cinnamon. Here's a commercial for the Fudge Ripple version.
The swirling spectacle takes on a whole new twist as countless kids are enchanted by the chocolatey charm of new Kellogg's Mini Swirlz Fudge Ripple cereal. Rich chocolate and creamy fudge flavors swirled round into crunchy cereal-sized bites. A captivating part of this complete breakfast. Kellogg's Mini Swirlz are now twice as tantalizing with original cinnamon bun flavor and new Fudge Ripple. The taste that sends you spinning.
I actually never tried this version of the cereal. I kind of wish I would. According to the ingredients here, this had chocolate cookie pieces as part of the recipe. Let's take a look at the back of this box here. They have a bunch of fun games and activities at the Mini Swirlz amusement park here. There's a maze, a hidden object game, and a pretty intense word game. It's kind of like a crossword puzzle, but a little more complicated. I'm gonna try this later for sure. Now there's one more Mini Swirlz flavor they released the following year, 2006, and that one was peanut butter or peanut butter blast. I don't have a box of this version of the cereal, and I actually never tried this one either, but here's a commercial for it.
Behold, the Super Peanut. The first and only peanut ginormous enough to create each preposterously powerful piece of new Kellogg's Mini Swirlz Peanut Butter Blast cereal. A sweet, swirling vortex of peanut buttery power in every bite. Are you nuts enough to try it? Mini Swirlz Peanut Butter Blast cereal. So big, so bold, so be ready.
So the Mini Swirlz brand lasted from about 2005 to 2009 when Kellogg's decided to discontinue it. But I think they did that because they already had their next version of it in the works. By 2010, they had paired with Cinnabon and reintroduced the cereal that we first knew as Cinnamon Mini Buns, then Mini Swirlz, and now was known as Cinnabon cereal. And they just stuck with the cinnamon flavor for this go around because, well, Cinnabons don't come in a Fudge Ripple or a Peanut Butter Blast flavor. Although, I kinda wish they did. Now earlier, I promised you get to see what Mini Swirlz look like, but I'm gonna cheat a little bit. Since I never had an unopened box of Mini Swirlz to show you, I was gonna use a clip from that Cinnamon Mini Buns video or the Cinnabon video, but those were earlier days of cereal time and I still hadn't really perfected the close-up cereal shot. So instead, I'm gonna head over to my friend Thomas's channel, Cereal Snob, and he has some great close-up footage of Cinnabon cereal. So here's what a bowl of Mini Swirl Cinnamon Bun cereal basically look like. Kinda. I mean, I think Cinnabon cereal has a little more cinnamon sprinkled on the outside of the pieces, and they're a little darker, but you get the basic idea. Now, Cinnabon cereal was discontinued by Kellogg's back in June of 2018 because they no longer had a license agreement with the company. However, in March of 2021, Kellogg's announced that Cinnabon would be their new flavor of jumbo snacks, the little snack pouch versions of Kellogg's cereal that you can eat as a dry snack. So clearly they got the Cinnabon license back, which means I'm sure we'll see Cinnabon cereal back on shelves soon, if they're not already on shelves by the time you're watching this video. But that doesn't get us any closer to bringing back the other two flavors of this cereal, the Fudge Ripple version or that Peanut Butter Blast one. I'd love to see the return of those classic flavors. Unfortunately, just like movies and TV, existing brands and IP are what drive new products and new content these days. So we'll never see the return of something like Mini Swirlz again, unless they can find a brand like Cinnabon or Eggo or Crayola to justify its existence. Alright, well that's gonna do it for Mini Swirlz cereal. Do you remember this cereal? Did you like the Fudge Ripple and peanut butter versions? Oh, and also there's a handful of other Mini Swirlz commercials here on YouTube that I suggest you go check out. There's like a martial arts dojo one. Just search Mini Swirlz and go nuts. Alright, well that's gonna do it. As always, thank you for watching, and until next time, stay crunchy. No, you're gonna hit it. Stop, go up.
Cereal time.